Welcome back to the Married at First Sight Season 12, Episode 17 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. Let's get into Decision Day.
I want to be Patrick. You made me wear a tie. We're going formal.
Okay, I guess we should do this again. I need my full name then too. If I'm
go
overdressed.
back.
Okay, let's do this
Restart.
again. This is Couples Couch with
Patrick.
And I'm Kamara. Let's get into this week's episode. It's giving
I look like I was
Fox
paid to be
News vibes.
I look like I was paid to be at a Trump rally to bring racial diversity. Or we're the new news anchors for a late night show on Fox.
Oh, what's the one Trevor Noah does?
He's definitely not on Fox.
I know it's not on Fox. No, I was just saying it feels like the Late Show.
Yeah.
This is like the new Late Show with your newscasters,
Yeah.
Patrick and Kamara.
They're trying to hit all of Patrick. I have, neutral name.
Yes.
We're going to give him braids to give him street cred, but he's light enough and he talks well enough that he'll be safe.
Say that.
That's what they say. You think they'll say? Matter of fact, I'm not wearing this no more.
Okay, wait. Before you take everything off.
Free pet.
Wait.
I gotta get out of this. I can't breathe. Man, I'm not wearing this monkey suit.
Come on,
Hold
you
on.
gotta be dressed
No,
up.
I
for
got my
what?
own style. It's called Atlantic City Bad Night.
You look
Too
like,
many drinks.
It looks like a Hangover part.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
You can't even be dressed up for 5 minutes.
Not getting paid for this. I used to at work and they paid me. And I didn't like it there.
Do you feel better now?
All right, let's talk about these stupid people.
Oh my God. Let's get into Decision Day, episode 17. If you're new to our channel, we do
Welcome.
not. Oh, yes.
Welcome.
How sweet. I just be getting right into business. If you are new to our channel, welcome. And if you are not new, you already know what I'm about to say. This will be
Drinks for everybody. Yeah.
That's not.
Turn on the jukebox.
That's not what.
I got quarters.
This is giving old 1940s juke joint. Ain't that what they had in color purple?
What that girl on here with the booty gonna do? It's Decision Day, ain't it?
That's not what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say? I'm gonna try and throw you off the rails every chance I get tonight. This is the last time before the reunion that we get to see everybody and not know the decision they made. This is exciting.
This is. Yes, it was very exciting. The episode was actually kind of good because I just wanted to know what everybody said. So it just kind of put me on edge. But what I was going to say is, if you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are not new, you know that this will be a very high-level overview. We don't get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that was said in the episode. We only talk about the high points and what's important to each couple in the show. So with that being said, let's get into episode 17.
Before we get too far into the show, I want to give a shout out to Darlene out in California. What's up? New subscriber, new watcher.
Oh, nice. Welcome, Darlene. We're about to get right into it. So you showed up on the right day because we've been waiting for this.
Let's go.
The name of this episode is Real Life Starts Now. Pretty fitting. So the show opens up with the couples waking up without their spouses and getting ready to go to Decision Day. First couple up to have Decision Day is Clara and Ryan. They both give like a little recap of each other and their thoughts on each other and how the marriage went. And they just kind of showed a recap of them over the course of 8 weeks. And then it shows the couples walking in to decision day, greeting the experts and having a seat on the couch. So the first thing they talk about was how the marriage went. Dr. Pepper asked, how had they used words of affirmation at this point in their marriage? And Ryan said, his trust builds very slow and it will take time for him to use the L word. He's been saying this to these people 19 times and they stay asking him the same thing. And he keeps giving the same firm
answer. But I'm thinking like, whatever.
What are you thinking?
Let's get to the decision.
Okay. So then Clarice goes first with her decision. She says her relationship with Ryan has been her most healthiest relationship ever, and she thanks him for that. And she said she would like to stay married. Are we shocked?
No.
Are we shocked?
She been wanting to stay married ever since the day she said I do. But she just thirsty like that. Like that's how she is.
So,
and it's gonna wear off.
I mean, it always does,
What?
I don't know. I'm just
It's turned into a different kind of show. It's like Chronicle of the Downfall. Y'all heard it here.
No,
y'all heard it here.
You heard
y'all
it
see me crying on TV after all this. Don't cry on TV. Y'all see, Cam ain't gonna be here. She ran off with Tyrone.
Not Tyrone. Anyways, they ask Ryan, do you want to stay married or get a divorce? Ryan start with the hemming and humming and hemming and humming and...
Do you want to stay married or do you want to get a divorce?
Clara, so I would for sure say Clara, I 150% want to stay married to you.
Clara, just like spit it out. His answer is, I 150% want to stay married to you. And you saw all 32 teeth on Clara at that point. She was so happy. She looked like if she could have threw the experts out the room and laid them down, she would have.
The question should be, are you going to lay her down? That's what the question should have been. Ever.
Are you going to lay her down tonight?
Ever.
Or will it be tomorrow?
Ever. Are you ever going to lay her down? Ryan, do you got it in you to get it in her? I'm going to make this Sprite.
You can't do that when people are drinking something. I don't know how, I can't wait to see how they play out on the reunion show, because that's where you get like more of the real
juice.
tea.
That's when we're going to see Eric and
Wait, don't
Virginia.
go there. Let's stay on Clara and Ryan. ADD brain. I love him. I really do.
Yeah.
But his brain, the way it's set up, it just don't work for me. It's scattered. Looks like Pat's about to have decision day.
Right. Where is Dr. Cal?
Pastor Cal.
Dr. Pepper's right here. Dr. Pass, same thing.
All right, let's move on to decision day for the next couple.
And the next couple is?
And the next couple is Haley and Jake.
We can get over this one quick.
Yeah, this is going to be quick.
They've been over since week 2.
The next couple to arrive is Haley and Jake. They show up for decision day. They give the same situation of the recaps on their thoughts about each other and the marriage. We're not getting into this. This is a high-level overview. We know what they thought about each other. We watch all 16 episodes. We don't need that. So they arrive to decision day. Haley comes in and sits down. They ask her, so how do you feel today? I feel great. I feel wonderful. And Dr. Viviana was like, well, okay. Yeah. I was thinking,
fake.
I couldn't get Pat out of my mind with
that should happen quite often.
with him saying she's fake and she's just waiting for this to be over. So with her coming in with all that extra energy and so happy to say you're going to get divorced showed me right there what she was about.
She's glamming it up for her friends back home. That's what she's looking forward to.
Yeah.
Getting back home and enjoying her celebrity.
Her 5 minutes of fame. She begins to go, like, they get into like a deep dive on the couch on what, you know, how the marriage went and all that, and they go into their troubles.
That's a deep dive for.
That's the way you sitting and looking at the way he was looking.
What do you want to do?
That was the same energy. It was. So they said that they had a disconnect. She said she wasn't attracted to Jake. Jake said the last day of the honeymoon, when she switched her seat from his, was kind of like the downfall of it all. Like, that really hurt him. And then Haley said that her having the same heavy conversations with him every day, like, do you like me? Are you attracted to me? Where is this going? Those kind of conversations, that was just too much for her, because her decisions had not changed from day to day when he was asking. But in that moment, Jake was like, I didn't ask you the same thing every day. Like, I would mention something, you would give the same response to what I would ask you. So,
because she's a liar, and she doesn't understand how simple, like, human interaction's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Those aren't heavy topics.
No.
Is there something missing? What can I do? Like, those are things that people, that when they meet each other,
that they talk
about.
have
to ask each other,
so they can have
and learn from each other so they can know.
Yes, I agree.
Like, she's totally so dumb.
Pastor Cal asked Jake, if Haley said today, I don't want to be divorced, I want to work it out, what would you say?
We had 8 weeks to try, and I don't know that we ever really did. So that's what I would say.
Jake paused for a good little second, and he was like, I would tell her we had 8 weeks to try, and we didn't.
Yeah.
So essentially it's a no.
I'd be like, were you here?
Did you see this go down?
Have they been giving you updates?
And then Haley went,
you need to watch Couples Couch. They'll let you know.
And then Haley's response was right in agreement. She couldn't wait. She was like, you done? Okay, yeah, I want a divorce too.
She a liar because she looked hurt when he left her ass at the house. The last.
For the trip?
She woke up that morning, found out he
couples
left.
Retreat.
She was hurt.
Yeah,
she felt some kind of way.
We're connected.
We're not connected because you made me wear all this tonight. It'll look good.
It's cute.
Got me out here looking like a Republican.
Next scene. Let's move on to the next scene.
Like Carlton Banks.
Next scene shows Paige and Chris are next for decision day. I don't even know why they still on the show, good God. I thought it was a wrap, but they have to do their part. So they're here. Paige and Chris arrive. They both give the same recap. I feel like production was lazy today. They was like, we just gonna give the same setup for each scene. So they did their recap on each other. They walk into decision day, have a seat. Dr. Viviana asks Paige, after everything that happened, I'm sorry, I just gotta know, why did you keep coming back? She was like,
she said, hold on to your pants. I got something for you.
She said, I was just very hopeful. Is what she was.
Is that what they call it now?
Long story short. Yeah, that's the new word for it.
I thought the new word for it was thirsty.
She was hopeful. She was hopeful. So Chris tells Paige that she is the best thing he didn't cherish. How do you take that? Is that supposed to be a compliment because she was out here?
And just like that, with those little words, Chris had her ass standing there again. Say it again, Chris.
You were the best thing I didn't cherish. She was just skinning and grinning. Cheesing. She was cheesing, Patrick. Was she not cheesing?
Yeah. She was cheesing.
She was happy.
Desperate. Revengeful. Is that a word?
Yes.
Vengeful?
Yeah.
She was all kinds of stuff.
She was very happy when she said,
smart.
But I don't think that was really a compliment to tell somebody you were the best thing I didn't cherish. Is that a compliment?
When you treat someone bad so much, just the simplest normal treatment to them will be like, oh,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. This feels like you're going above and beyond.
Exactly.
But
when you're really just doing what a normal person would do.
Should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did say from the bottom of his heart that he is so sorry and that she is the wife that he needed. And Pastor Cal and Dr. Viviana, they all looking at each other like, I know good and hell well, this is not what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing right now.
And she's sucking it up like grandmama's gravy.
So then Chris throws a curveball. He tells Paige that Mercedes had a miscarriage.
Mercedes, she had a miscarriage.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
Sorry to hear that, man. Baby. You gonna go?
I mean, not for the miscarriage, but for the fact that he's free
Listen.
from bondage from that situation.
Paige in this scene did one good thing.
What did she do? Stay in the scene that we're in. Don't go forward.
She did one good thing in this scene. She made me feel okay about my first response to him saying that Mercedes had a miscarriage. She was so happy over that news that me being like, y'all lying, disbelieving them, was better than her being happy that it happened. So she made me feel good about my response. Because I was like, y'all, she was never pregnant. She wasn't even ever pregnant.
He says that Mercedes had a miscarriage. She looks like, oh, okay, well, this changes things. And he like, I don't know if this is a real, true feeling, but he gets so overwhelmed that he starts to cry. Again. And he can't take it so much that he busts out the door. Again. And jumps in his car. How do you, I guess it's the editing.
To not drive off.
And to sit in your car and just cry. I just feel like all of this is just so, I don't want to call it staged.
That's exactly
what it's like, y'all, you had to have planned that you were coming here to do this.
Stage, sideshow, all of that applies. Now, who was it executed by? Was it Chris or was it production?
We will never know. We will never know. But it just seemed too much that he's sitting in the car crying. He's crying on decision day. It just seemed like a whole lot. So he's sitting in the car, bawling his eyes out, telling Paige, because Paige runs after him. The other crazy thing, like Pastor Cal didn't even move. I don't think he uncrossed those legs. He sat there and he was like, oh, are you gonna go after him? Okay, well go ahead and go and tell me what tell me what happens. Pastor Cal was not with them.
Nobody should.
So none of the experts even flinched to move to be like, oh my God, what's going on? They just sat there and looked at him.
So is the next couple out there? We gotta wait on this.
So he leaves the decision day, the room, jumps in his car. Paige runs after him. He's in the car bawling, telling her, he wasn't trying to diss her. He wasn't trying to be mean to her. He just really cares about her. He says he needs her. He felt alone in the situation and in Vegas because he thought everybody hated him. And yeah, do you remember how you acted when they had that little excursion out with those four-wheelers? Like, you was losing it on everybody. This ain't gonna be a peaceful ride. You think you was gonna drive back peaceful? Like, you was acting up. So what do you think? And then you try to fake fight Eric at the table.
Yeah, you picked the right one. Because had it been me, we both would have been deciding for divorce that day. Neither one of our relationships would have made it through it on the show. Because I would have went off on Chris.
He was doing the most. Now Paige says her emotions are on 10. And she's so confused about what to do on decision day. They get back in the room. She's saying how overwhelmed she is. Dr. Viviana is like, yo, can I ask you a question, Paige? Why are you so overwhelmed? Like, what does this really have to do with you? Essentially is what Dr. Viviana is saying. And she's like, now that the baby is out the way, I was like, And I think that right there, each soul of the expert left their chairs. It was done. It was like, you could bring the horse to water, but you truly can't make them drink and have sense.
No.
They were done.
And what do you do with somebody like
that? I know what Pastor Cal did. He started with the him and the hum. I thought Ryan came back. He was like,
Because I just feel like this was the main reason why our marriage didn't work out. Now that that's taken away, it's like, oh wow.
Okay, I want to be sensitive to what's going on, but I also
I want you to understand that this marriage had issues before the baby situation was brought up.
And the baby came day 3.
He said you was ugly
Yes.
the next morning?
After sleeping with you?
You didn't use those exact words, but that's what he was alluding to.
No, let chronological order is he sees her coming down, I want to say the runway, but the
aisle,
and he says,
yeah. Or was it
shit, or
one of the two.
Yeah. That's the first thing. He don't like how you look off top.
Yeah.
But yet, he played on your emotions because you were really trying. And he slept with you that night.
Yes.
Then woke up the next morning and told you.
And slept with you again.
Yeah. Woke up the next morning, slept with you. Then went to get food, was gone for 2 hours.
However many hours, yeah.
Because he had one of his breakdowns
Panic
that he
attack.
has.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tells you, well, it's because I'm not attracted to you. And now he's saying, I never meant to hurt you. No, you just didn't care that I was a human being.
But fast forward to 2 things.
But every time he cried.
He then had a meeting with Pastor Cal and said, out of all the women in Atlanta, this is what y'all choose for me.
That's right.
Let's never forget. He was still on that same
And he said, what
soapbox.
about her? What about her? He said, her face.
Yeah, it's the face for me. So let's fast forward even more. Decision day, here come Paige talking about, well, now that the baby's out the way, I'm like, what? Why are you still here?
He still don't like you or find you attractive.
No, he's just looking to fill a void because Mercedes done drove off in her Mercedes.
Why didn't they ask him about that? I want to know about that. Was it a lease? Was it a lease? Did he turn it back in?
I don't know. Let's move on to the next scene and what happened. This was a very long decision day situation. Pastor Cal was like, well, cut to the chase. Are you guys going to stay married or get a divorce? What do you want to do? Chris was like, well,
undecided.
We're undecided. This may be a first for you on the married. And Dr. Viviana cut him. Cut. Nope. We're not. I don't feel good about this.
I feel like you're doing this to play with her and now to play with us.
You think I'm doing this on purpose?
Right, you're trying to be different, but you are married.
I don't give two flying anything, so I don't have a decision, and you're not.
And Pastor Cal was trying to calm her down. Did you catch that? He was like they're saying that they just, and she's like, no, this doesn't make any sense. And I think it was in that moment when Dr. Viviana intervened is when the light bulb came back on for Paige. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't be looking like Boo Boo the Fool
That's
for the 19th
exactly who
time
you look like.
By going with the undecided choice.
Even giving it thought, you are Boo Boo the Fool. If there was a donkey of the show, it would be you. Shout out Charlamagne.
Donkey of the day. So then, after her light bulb came on, she just had a breakdown. Started bawling, crying, storms out just like her counterpart here, Chris. I feel like that's why they were matched, because it's the foolery for me. You know?
This is why she couldn't have been raised in my house, our house.
We can't do all this.
Could you, if something like this would have happened, the amount of smack my brother and my father would talk to me if I'm chasing behind a girl. My mom, that wouldn't be smack. She would be telling me facts.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be hurtful. But if I'm running behind a girl like this, and Paige don't got nobody, nobody taught her. She don't have a mom or aunt that was like, don't you never let no man,
somebody,
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Nobody never. You never, nothing.
You never have somebody say, don't let a man make a fool of you. Don't let no man, run over you. Tell a man what you ain't gonna do.
Yeah,
these are conversations
to be an adult, you really have to miss out and sacrifice some things in life on principle alone. I ain't talking to him. I'm not going to that party because I don't mess with that person. Knowing you want to go to that party. Yeah. Knowing everybody going to be at the party. But no, I'm not going to go. Just off principle alone. You got to have some of that, and she got none of it.
She don't have none of it.
You call me ugly, we'll never, ever, ever, ever be cool.
You ain't ugly on TV on top of that, too.
After sleeping with me? Well, if you can sleep with me. You sleep with me, you call me whatever you want. Ugly, bye, whatever. Just call me again.
Anyways, so Pastor Cal, asking her, this is like right before she really storms out. He's like, so are you saying that you just want to stay married for now? And then that's when she started shaking her head, no. And he was like, well, what is going on? And she had her meltdown, broke down crying, stormed out, breaking down to the producer saying how, she had a solid decision before she came here. And, just they would have had to break for lunch and dinner and everything and let y'all figure this out. Because I'm not about to sit here like this watching y'all sort something out that ain't worth sorting something out. Apparently, they gave them 6 hours is what they said at the end of this episode. That
for their
segment.
Oh,
that's why I'm saying I would have left. Let's speed it up. She comes back. They ask her, do you want to stay married or divorced? It's time to make a decision. She says, for my mental health, I have to say I want a divorce. And Chris looked like his feelings fell into his toe.
No, they didn't.
You don't think so?
You don't got no feelings. His ego was hurt.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think
no feelings.
And I also think he felt like his manipulation tactics didn't work.
Yeah, it was his ego.
Yeah.
He didn't win the game. That's how I felt.
Yeah, so that his face showed.
It wasn't, he didn't lose a love.
Yeah.
He didn't win the game.
Yeah, because he was definitely trying to manipulate and be on the come up in this situation.
Yeah, he was trying to pull one of them fourth quarter Brady comebacks. And it didn't work.
Only Brady could do that. Let's move on to the next scene. I'm done giving this any more energy.
Thank you. I wish they would have been done with it too.
Let's move on.
I could have went without that decision.
Thank you. Virginia and Eric are next for decision day. They arrive to the couch. Eric comes in.
To the what?
What did I say? The couch. What did I say? What did I say wrong?
I guess
that's when they arrive. Everybody coming to that same couch to sit down.
That's not how people say it.
Okay, how you say it? The sofa?
When people come to the house and they come in, they sit at the dining room table. You'll be like, they've arrived to the dining room table. They came over to the house. They showed up to the studio.
They showed up to decision day and sat on the couch.
Why the couch? What is so? Are you trying to tie a couple's couch? Is it word association?
No, it's not wordplay at all. Just saying. I'm giving them
it's
a visual
weird.
of what they did.
That's weird.
It's not weird. It's what happened.
It's not. Is it a Jamaican thing?
No, I'm just explaining what happened in the scene.
It's weird.
It's too descriptive for you?
I mean, it's just not normal conversation.
They arrived to decision day and sit on the couch.
I went to play baseball, arrived at third base. No, that would make sense.
Eric comes in saying that he is nervous because he truly doesn't know what Virginia's answer is going to be. He said he also knows that he is not her number one. And I think it was Dr. Pepper who said, so who is her number one? And he was like her friend group because she's known them the longest. And I'm thinking, you want to stay married to somebody who's friends who you can't count on? And tell me in the comment section
Guy
below.
friends.
Yeah.
Guy friends.
Does this make sense to anybody?
Only people that got guy
marry
friends.
Somebody or stay married to somebody who is not making you and tells you that their friends are number one over you. Tell me in the comment section if that makes any sense to y'all.
You can't even be my side chick.
You talk about Virginia.
Yeah.
With saying that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You have to have some you're my number one in you to be with me.
Somewhere in there.
If you were like, yeah. I mean, I know I dropped on the totem pole when the kids got here, but I just don't ask. You know what I mean? But at one point I thought I was top on your totem pole, or you gave that impression.
Oh,
which if you were acting good on you.
No, you are my number. You are in my number one. You know what I mean?
What?
There's a circle of number ones.
Here we go with this circle of trust.
There's a circle of number ones for me.
I'm not.
There's the children, my parents, your parents,
your friends.
My friends are on the outer.
Facebook subscriber, YouTube
my
subscribers.
subscribers are in my number one. You know. No, we digress. So Eric says he needs her to need him. He's been saying this all along too. Eric goes first with his decision. He goes on this long tangent about how cool she is as a person, how much they argue and fight, but he still loves her and wouldn't change anything. He doesn't regret anything. And then he gets down on one knee and he pulls out It's not a ring. I don't know. It's supposed to be
a ring.
I don't know what this is. This pink thing.
It's a nouveau ring.
Not birth control.
Will you have unprotected sex with me?
Jesus help me. I was looking at this thing like, what is it? It's like that medical band, you know, when you work in the hospitals and you can't wear, like, you don't want to wear your jewelry, but you want people to know you're still married, so you have that medical rubber.
He's trying to give her something she can hold on to when she goes to that rehab facility.
Jesus, I'm not doing that with you.
They don't let you have hard jewelry. You can have
How do you know?
I've been 3 or 4 times.
You a lie. He's a lie. Don't listen to him. He talks the most.
I'm addicted to Dr. Peppers.
Anyways, so
you. Aww. Until you made me put on this monkey suit.
So we knew Eric's decision was going to be a yes. No surprise there. Now, Virginia's face was very like, you know, I couldn't read her. Like, I didn't know if she was going to say yes.
Shot.
That's what was going on in her brain.
No, that's why you couldn't read her. She was drunk.
So she comes back and her face and her everything just changed. And she's like, yes, baby. I say yes.
Yes, baby.
So they stayed married.
Which is a good thing. Because if they divorced, they would be away from each other. We get back to the reunion. They might have some coarse, some nasty things, stay back and forth. Mm-hmm. But they've been away from each other. This way, they at least tried to go back. They probably split up. But there's going to be more fire and fireworks for us to watch at the reunion show.
You're so messy.
The closer they stayed together, the bigger the breakup.
Because you know they're going to argue a lot.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the final couple for decision day. Brianna and Vincent. Brianna and Vincent show up.
They're not going to make it.
To decision day. They both arrive to the couch. They sit down. And
they showed up to the studio.
They start talking about their marriage. And Brianna says their marriage hasn't been a breeze, but it's actually good. Vincent says Brianna's tone and directness bothers him and even can kind of come off rude. So they started on that energy, and I didn't know where they was going with this. Brianna says she doesn't mean any harm by how direct she is, and no matter what Vincent wants, she can't change herself and be someone who he wants her to be. That just boiled my blood, because you can totally change who you are to a degree. You can be, especially something as minor as being bossy.
Not minor.
It is minor, and we'll stay forever agreeing to disagree, because I believe you can be mindful, you can be intentional, and you can take time with the words that you use.
But you choose not to.
So that is on you not wanting to. I'm not doing this with you. So then Vincent, is just sitting there with his face kind of sour. I didn't know how to read him either.
And his jacket super tight.
It was pretty snug. It was really snug. So then they asked Brianna, do you want to stay married or get a divorce? And she started with the crying and saying how, Vincent is her person and, means the world to her and all this other stuff. She said, of course I want to stay married to you. Vincent turns around and he goes, he looks sour. Like, he's just, listening. He's not smiling when she was talking to him. So when it was his turn to say what he wanted to do, stay married, get a divorce, he was just like...
Brianna Miles. Will you marry me?
Is this cheesecake?
Yes.
Jumped up and gave her a cheesecake that said, Brianna, will you marry me? And so there's another yes. Yo, you're the worst.
I don't care. Brianna, you're smart as hell, but you're immature. It's not gonna work.
She got some growing to do.
Can't tell people when to get up, when to go to bed, what to do before they go to bed. You're silly.
So let's get a quick recap. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you done? I just couldn't.
I thought you could change.
I wasn't intentional or mindful.
No.
Or anything.
But I thought you could be. So are you
can't.
going to work on it?
But this is not about me.
Well, let's make it about
Brianna. So, but go ahead and finish your sentence. I'm being intentional now.
By telling me what to do?
Recap.
I forgot.
Recap.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Recap. Clara and Ryan said yes. Haley and Jake said nope. Eric and Virginia said yes.
They shouldn't live in the same state.
Chris and Paige said no.
I thought they were going to say yes. I think I got to give that one, I got to give Chris a dub on that one. Because she would have said yes.
Had Dr.
If there
Viviana
wasn't,
not intervened.
Yeah, there was interference on the play.
Turned into
personal foul. Interference on the play. You got nothing to do with this. Leave them people alone. That's what my grandma said.
One more call. Unnecessary roughness throughout the first 8 weeks of this marriage. Was it not?
She kept coming back for something. Maybe she liked the roughness.
I don't know. Brianna and Vincent. Something's wrong with you.
I know.
And lastly, Brianna and Vincent said yes. So we have how many yeses and how many no's? 3 yeses and 2 no's.
Who said no?
Haley and Jake, Chris and Paige. Yeah. So that is what we stood here for 17 weeks to watch. We are some committed people, or we're just glutton for punishment.
Yeah, you said committed. I was going to say disappointed.
Let's move on to the final few scenes of this episode. In the final few scenes, the couples show up together as a group. I don't know where they're at. Maybe in a backyard of the apartment complex or something. Maybe like the green space. I don't know. But they're sitting there and they have like around the room for everyone to say who's together, who's divorced. Jake was asked, did he learn anything from this experience? And Haley was also asked the same. Haley said, yes, of course, I've learned how, to communicate and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I tuned that out as well. But I did tune right back in when Jake was like, I didn't learn anything. I just learned it didn't work. It's done. I was like, damn, Jake, but you right, though.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus. So then Paige has her moment, and she tells the status of her marriage. Chris was not there while she was giving the, very vague details of why they didn't stay together, but everybody knew what the details were. So she didn't want to get into his business about the miscarriage and this and that. So she's like, there's things that happen that I don't want to disclose because it's just not for me to tell. Like, they're not going to see it on the show.
Y'all were being recorded, you know that, right?
Yeah, so she was like, but I was 60% about to say I was going to stay married.
Told you.
We knew it, though. Dr. Viviana.
Stupid face.
I can't even get my words. And had she not, she probably would have, stayed married.
Absolutely.
But she said she decided to choose herself. She said she
would have stayed married, wasted 3 or 4 years with him, and then broke it off and blamed him.
Oh, 1,000%. Moments later, as she's giving her, spill on what happened, Chris walks in. Everybody's face gets mad tight. They looking like they don't want to make eye contact with him. They look all uncomfortable. And he comes, sits down, and kind of like is in a good mood. Like, he's like very apologetic.
Manic. That's that bipolarism.
The manic, though, it was manic for me. He comes in very apologetic to everyone, trying to smooth over what he has done to everybody in the last 8 weeks.
But let 4 ice cubes be in his drink and not 3. And see what happens. By the time I get done, this shit is watered down. I hate this ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
He's a little crazy.
By the way, I got your blue pants right here. They want to be on a man without female hips.
Oh, good gosh.
And not needs and pigeon toes.
Jesus.
Bad athlete.
So as
you couldn't even run your game.
As Chris is being apologetic and smoothing things out with everybody, and thanking everybody for being supportive for Paige, is the show over?
Be a different kind of show.
He even apologizes directly to Eric, and they handshake it out. And, you know, the whole time that he's going on his spiel about how sorry he is.
This is a good look without the tie. Why you made me wear that tie the whole show?
While he's giving his spiel about how sorry he is to everybody, I can't stop looking at Paige's wig from this angle. Like the side, it was like, it looked like it had been on for some days. So, you know, if, you know, I'm talking to my people who wear wigs. You know when your got to be is dried and starts to cake and flake? It's like, if you don't get you a wet rag and damp that so you can like fresh the gel to lay the lace down. Paige, what I can't have you do is come in here tearing up every scene. And I think that was that same wig with that wide part, because I kept seeing that wide part. It was like a permanent wide part here, but the side part was flipped over. You know, I'd be looking at, like, I'm sorry. That's the only thing that was super interesting to me. I couldn't stop looking at this wig. I was like, what is... Did you not see that?
No.
How could you miss that? The lace was like,
as soon as they gave the last decision, remember I left?
You was like, bye wig. Done. They all hugged it out at the end of this episode, and that was the end of episode 17 and Decision Day. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let us know, what did you think about Decision Day? Did it give what it was supposed to have gave? Like, for 16 weeks worth of watching, is this what we expected to see? Do y'all think this season was good?
No.
Do y'all think the experts could have done better? You
Yes.
think the experts did a great job and it worked out wonderfully? I want to hear from you. Drop your comments in the comment section below. And tell me also, did you think the couples that stayed married or got a divorce were what you thought was going to happen? Like, did you foresee exactly what happened in today's episode? What you thought was going to, you know, go down?
I think that's the problem. I think everyone stayed together that we thought would stay together, and everyone got separated that we knew we were going to get separated.
So we gave what it's supposed to have gave.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to give that. Somebody.
They
shouldn't have intervened and let Paige stay with him, or let him stay with her and then break it off when they're on their way out, or something else. Like, you got to have a, what do they call it? A curveball. You got to have a curveball. Like,
the curveball was him coming in and acting like he wanted to stay with her.
I knew that was going to happen. You think he's going to let Decision Day go by and not be there? What is going on with you over here?
I'm done with this. Like, I'm done with it. I'm tired, and I'm trying to stay away.
Hey, listen. I've been done. The last 20 minutes was just so we didn't argue. I was ready to call it a night.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Nah, you said you was done. Let's be done.
Hold on now. Before we end the show, be sure to click the like button and the subscribe button. This one eating Jello to support our channel. We thank you guys so much. Also, the winners of the 5,000 subscribers giveaway, I'm still waiting on a few responses so you can claim your prize. We want to give you your stuff.
Don't claim that prize. I want all that money.
So hit us up. I sent messages. Send me an email, camhumphreys@yahoo.com. I want to give you your prize. But I thank you again, you guys, for watching. And can you stop eating the kids' Jello as I'm trying to close the with your mouth full of Jello?
It matches.
I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode, the reunion show. And we'll also see you in the next episode of Ready to Love Review.
Tomorrow.
Yes, so let's do it. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Bye.